All right. So welcome everyone. Today we're doing, I guess, part of the Qigong for Relationship and Health series. Today we're going to be working with through the energies of worry and doubt. Worry and doubt is stored in the stomach. So before we get started, I guess we're already started. The location of your stomach, of your spleen, is very important. So everyone might get your right hand, put it on your left chest, and you move down until after you don't feel the bones anymore, the ribs. Right here. So oscar go up a little bit, like literally right underneath the ribs. This is where the stomach is located. Right? Think of like you've seen like a bladdery shaped bag, like a kind of a kidney bean with a little thing, and think of a little ball on top. The ball on top is the spleen. The visualization is very important. Right? When we're doing this work inside here, go ahead, put one hand, other hand on top. We're going to come up to the right and down to the left. Up to the right, down to the left. Kind of a spiral. Right, so for this, going clockwise is important. So clockwise, like when you're looking at me, I'm going the direction of the clock. Not looking down like, wait a second, going the other direction. Reason why we're going clockwise, what we're doing, we're putting a healthy energy into our body. We're just going with, if you notice, the drains in the northern hemisphere, this is the way they spiral. We're going with the natural pull of gravitation where we're at here in the world. So if you're in the southern hemisphere, you do. All right, but again, this is where worry is stored, this is where doubt is stored. Getting this out of the body, and again, why I asked everyone to have a lighter stomach is because a lot of the stomach stuff, what we're going to be doing today, maybe close that door a little bit, Annabelle, is we're going to be doing a lot of twisting today. When we're doing spinal twisting, it's naturally having our abdominal muscles massage and squeeze energy out of the stomach. So again, the stomach spleen stuff, very, very normal for burping and belching. That is an energetic release. So if it's coming out, just let it come out. It's a safe space. I'll be burping and belching a little bit if you are. It's all right too. I'd say or to walk forward a little bit so you don't actually smack. That's what we're doing. All right. So very similar warm-up thing. We'll start out with our Qigong, body tapping, and then move into a few rotations. All right. So before we go into rotations, I would like everyone to kind of release in your arms. If you hit a wall, then just adjust yourself. Alright, so now she knows when we're doing our rotations, what are we hitting? One hand is hitting right where that thumb's at, the other hand is hitting right underneath here. When you're doing this, now keeping the head still, looking over the shoulder. And go ahead, put your feet into it. Come up on the balls of your feet. Especially the big toe. The big toe is the beginning of the spleen meridian. Coming up and ending kind of where your hands are at your ribs, like that third rib down. So think coming up on your big toes, just feeling the warm up, activating the chi, massaging the organs. Another 3, 2, 1, and then let your hands just kind of swing and come back into a normal space. We'll do our Qigong, exactly what it sounds like. Lawrence, might be your first time you see the Qigong. Oh, all right, we're going to do 4 sets of 9, 4 of 9 in the lower back, 4 of 9 on the hip bone. Not the hips down here, hips up here, the bone of your hips, the bone marrow. Qigong, we'll get into that later. All right, let's get our fists or open palms. We'll start in 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Rest. 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Rest. 3, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Rest. 4, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Rest. Lower back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Stay normal. Rest. 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Rest. 3, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Last one. 4, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Rest. First the hips. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Rest. 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Rest. 3, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Rest. Last one. 4, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Rest. Again, rotations. This is also called knocking on the doors of life. Kidneys are in the back. Remember, come up on those big toes. Simulating that spleen meridian on that inside part of your big toe. It starts Interesting exhale each time. Straighten the head. The next time, just follow me with the body tapping for 3, 2, 1. Just let the hands come side to side. And we inhale, we come up. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. In. Down, left, up, swing. And up. Now the right lever. We're going to come up. Right arm. Inhale. Exhale. In. And out. In. And out. Cross over. Out. In. Out. In. One more time. Out. In. All right. Underneath the kidney. All right. And we're going to tap down the back of our legs and come up on the inside. Deep inhale here. Exhale, we come down. On the inside. Kidney. Exhale. And in. Exhale. In. Last time. Exhale. And in. All right, get the hands right underneath the eyes. Just massage inward and circle. This is where the stomach meridian starts. It's right underneath the eye. Might feel a little like divot in the bone there. That's how you know where it starts. Breathe in the nose, out the nose. Straighten the spine, siphon the teeth. Keep the tongue behind the teeth, like the circuit. Bring the hands to the temples. Massaging here. Keeping the circle. Because when we're working with stomach energy, we want to be more soothing, not aspiring. We're giving this safe space. When you think of the energies of peace and stillness, it's a really like not bothered energy. This energy we're doing. Because what is worry? Worry is thinking about the things massaged up and down the side of the face. Worry is thinking of the outcomes that you don't want. What is peace? Accepting what it is and having faith. What you're doing is getting you exactly where you need to be. Another 3, 2, and 1. Let the hands come down by the side. We'll do our reset here. Inhale. Up to our chin. And exhale when we come down. The nose. Out the nose. All your breathing here, patting your legs. So when I say reset, in and up. Close your eyes just a little bit. So they're just half open. Not quite looking at anything. Just following your breathing. Making slower as fast. Allow yourself to start to drift into a slight meditative state. Keep the tongue behind the teeth. The reason we do this is the governing perception vessel. The governing vessel going up and around the spine, stopping right behind the teeth. Perception vessel, the yin vessels going from the teeth all the way down to the brain. That's the yin and yang in the body. positive and negative ions, depleting the surface, putting the tongue at the roof of the mouth. Sometimes if you're feeling really in your head, just putting your tongue behind your teeth, breathing slowly is all you need. This time as you inhale, reach your hands all the way up to the sky. Both palms are facing up, pushing up. Fingers are facing inwards towards each other, just breathing normally here. First of all, the 8 treasures. 8 movements, a form of medical Qigong, a way to redistribute the Qi throughout the body to help your body be in an optimal state of health. So making space for the triple warmers. Push up through the wrists, not through the fingers. Triple warmers. First warmer is where the intestines and the stomach, spleen, liver live, that cavity. The next one, the middle warmer, where the lungs and the heart are. The third warmer, where your brain is, making space. Doing your spine get longer, extend. As you inhale, slowly the hands, palms twist together.
See, it looks like to maybe have.
As you exhale, the hands following the gaze down. Looking at the finger. Taking your time. Do a reset here. Next one, if you haven't done this before, just watch and then follow along. You've done it before. Go ahead and do it. Inhale, we cross the arms. Exhale, we widen the stance. Fold the arms up to a T. This is drawing bow to shoot eagles. We're going to go from the right to the left. Big inhale with the right. Exhale, the right comes over to the left. As we inhale, it's like you're pulling back an arrow. That palm goes out, so the palm of your left hand is facing forward. Those 3 fingers, the pinky, the ring, and the middle, kind of close a little bit. Push through that left palm. Pull through that right elbow. Lungs is where courage is built. Breathe in the courage. Exhale the sad. Or inhale here. Exhale, the left hand sweeps across the body. The right side, and then we just switch the hands. Pull the arrow back with the left. Push it forward with the right. Looking at that left thumb. Having that left elbow up a little bit. Pushing forward with the right hand. Pulling back with that left. Feeling that line. Tongue behind the teeth. Push through the wrist. One more inhale here. Exhale, that right hand comes in. Left, right foot kind of comes, meets it in the middle, the hand naturally comes down. Do our reset, hips to the chin. Next one here. It's going to be a little different today, but very similar. Just follow me. One hand comes up, one hand comes down, like a billion expansion. And you alternate. One hand goes down, one hand goes up. Feel it. Now we go into one hand all the way up, one hand all the way down, separating heaven and earth for the stomach, spleen. Up to the sky, pushing down to the earth. Feeling that peace come in the top hand, feeling the worry leave in the bottom. So that's out here. Again, I said a little different. We come to here, that right, the top hand's going to go right behind your head. The left hand, the skin of your left hand is going to go on your lower back. Right? So I'm going to inhale, open up to that And exhale, spin over. 2, 3 of these. Your full range of motion, getting again on your toes, especially that big toe. Inside the big toe is where the spleen meridian starts. While you're breathing. Exhale, we come to center. The hands come. Again, same thing. Kind of feeling this yin yang in the hands. Feel it switch. Then, for me, my right hand was on top last time. Now my left hand. Now my left hand's going up, right hand's going down. Pushing up on the left, pulling down on the right. The tongue, line, feet. Come into center. Remember, top hand goes behind the head. Bottom hand, the skin part, goes in. Top hand, inhale to that top side. So again, top side. Yeah. Exhale. Inhale. Do at least 3 of these. Hands come out to the teeth. Float down to the sides. Do our reset. That's when wise owl turns backwards, exactly what it sounds like. We're going to do the variation we did last time. So watch first and then do. Very simple. Biggest thing is the hands here. When I'm inhaling, I'm looking back. Full range of motion in my wrist. I exhale, come to center. Then I inhale. All your breathing here. At least 2 on each side. Really feel when you twist your wrist, how that neck and that inside of your elbow. Pericardium, heart. The neck for happiness. The neck is also known as the bridge. Why? Sometimes it's a little difficult to be happy. And also the neck, everything about connecting our heart to our head. That way we can listen to our heart. Once you're back in center, the feet come a little closer to our reset. That's one big bear turn side to side. We're going to do this, not an athletic version this time. Inhale, we cross our arms. Exhale, open the legs. Have the hands on the knees, hands on the knees. All right, we're just going to look over to the left side. Straighten the right leg. Left leg is bent. Kind of like a warrior 1, but up. Want that back right hand on the right leg to be straight. Look over that left shoulder and look up back. Feel that line from the back of the ear kind of going into your hip, going into the floor. Deep here. That shoulder in the front, get it off your ear, get it off your chin, let it relax. The chi flow, this bioelectromagnetic energy, the life force allowing it to flow. It's be loose, firm but loose. One more inhale here. Exhale, look forward, kind of twist, shift on your feet. Left leg straight, left right leg straight. Look over that right shoulder. Remember that right shoulder to the front has to be soft, has to be relaxed. One more here. Exhale, we come to center. We come close together. Hands are down, we do our reset. Exactly what it sounds like. Then you got towards hands, a little bit above the hips on that fleshy part. You inhale, you bend back. You exhale, we bend forwards. Just slide the hands down the back sides of the leg. We inhale, the hands trail up on the inside of the legs, coming back to that space on our backs. We inhale, when you're there, bending backwards. Exhale, we're bending forwards. We're going to slide the hands down, flushing out of the body. Touch that inside of the big toe, fall kind of that spleen line up the inside of the rib. Exhale, the hands just kind of fall down. Inhale, do our reset. Next one, punching fish, gazing passion. Inhale, we cross the arms. Exhale, open the stance. Hands are in fists. We're just going to do the front to the side today. Nice deep inhale here. Exhale, right fist punches out. Very young. Flex the arm, flex it, flex it, flex it, flex it. Twist the fist. Open the hand. Very soft yin. Bring it in. Now the left arm punching out. Very young, feel it. Twist the hand. Open the palm. Very in. Bring it in. Now we're just going to punch out to the sides, head straight. Twist. Up the palms. Very in. Bring it in. Right foot comes close to the left foot. Hands come down. Do a reset. Last one again, I'm not a doctor. It's to induce, diagnose, or anything. This is just a able to pose past 7 times here. Inhale, we come up on our toes. Pull down with the hands, and as we exhale, hands kind of fall up, and then come down like to leave on. Inhale, toes. Exhale. 5 more. 4. 3. 2. Do a reset here. Want to just gently rub your hands together. I want you to envision your stomach on that left side, the spleen a little ball on top of it. The job of this is all the food you eat to turn that into energy for your body to use, right? digestion. Not just how we digest our food, but how we digest the stories that come into our life. Are we digesting it with peace, or are we digesting it with worry? Are we thinking of the things that happen how we want them? Are we just worrying about, oh, well, it could. Well, it could. Well, how about what is it that you desire to happen? What is it that you just make peace with where you're at right now? Put the hands on the stomach. Remember that left side of the body. We're going to go down to the left, up to the right. Keep the eyes closed and smile with this part of the body. Smile, peaceful thoughts. Like a breeze up. Allowing yourself to let go. My teacher talks about, like, don't be a murderer. Like, whoa, I know you're Buddhist, but that's kind of, it's pretty extreme. That word. It's like, yeah, like whenever you worry, when you have fear, when you get angry, you're murdering yourself. Don't do that. Be kind, be compassionate, have peace. When those emotions, all they do is really damage ourselves and ourselves. If you look at the researchers, think about what happens, how you feel, or those things. These practices here are one of the most ancient ways of how we really get this worry, this stuff out of our body. You might be feeling a lot more, still a lot more peaceful. So just this few minutes, even just doing some belly circles like this, pretty bad. Give yourself a nice smile here. Then letting the hands actually drip down by the side. Bend the knees slightly. Have the hands facing the body, in the nose, out the mouth. Making sure that your butt is relaxed, the hips are open. So if you feel any tension there, just repeat this. Closing the eyes so they're not closed, but they're not open. Just kind of just floating. Like if you've seen people kind of have their eyes open, not like that. Good. Slowly bring the hands up about the level of the chest. Kind of like you're giving someone a hug. Bending the elbow and keep that same posture in the spine. Straight neck. Thinking of the energy coming in through your big toes, your belly. Energy going out from your belly back into the earth. Simple line. Place that left hand on the back of the hips. The right hand, this is a little tricky, but I think we can. So just look at that right hand. The right hand is going to come down in front of you by your hip. Going to just rotate looking at your right hand in the back, and then spin your right hand behind you looking up at your right hand. Keep looking at your right hand. You kind of spin back towards the center. It comes back out in front. One more of these. The hands coming down in front. Across the right side of the body. Now you're spinning, rotating. Look behind you. The hand is behind you now. Now the hand is coming up and around. Coming back to center. Keeping the gaze at your hand. How you're doing it. You just switch the gaze from the right hand. Now look at your left hand. The left hand comes into place. Right hand at the back. You might notice your left hand might be looking at hands like those. Right. That's the point. The hand comes down. You're realizing you're in a body. You're not the body. Again, it comes around the back, up and around. In the front, having the hand there, the other hand comes to meet it. Hands come down. There we go. Inhale, up and around. Exhale, we come down center. Two more. One more. As the hands come down, bend the knees just a little bit. Bend the knees. Put the hands on the ground or hands on the knees wherever you see. Make sure your knees are bent enough so that way it's kind of comfortable. Kind of rocking side to side here. Let your head relax. Nod the head yes, nod the head no. Roll it in circles here. And when you're here in this position, very much almost exaggerate the inhale and the exhale so you really feel it from your belly kind of pushing it up. Gently make your way whatever way works best for you to the seated position. So we got some blocks here. I got extra stuff. All right, so let me adjust this a little bit. I don't know if I'm supposed to do it. All right, so for this part right here, those who've been here before, very similar structure as before, where we're going to visualize the organ, the massage. We're going to start with the rocks, looking to the left side of the organ, looking to the right side of the organ. So while I'm talking, when we're rocking, not as much from up here, but really feeling it on your hip bones. You want to feel like almost exaggerate, like one cheek comes up, the other cheek comes up. You want to feel that rocking sensation, very soothing. So allow yourself to kind of rock while I explain this next part. You go ahead and close your eyes, put your hands on your stomach, looking to the left side of the stomach, looking to the right side, like physically with your eyes closed, imagining seeing the left side, looking all the way to the left of your vision, to the right side, giving yourself a nice, chill smile here. Looking, rocking. Rock comes to a stop, and we come up to the right, down to the left with the spiral. Same thing here. Feeling this peace you feel through your hands into the space. So if you happen to eat a little heavier, just use the flat hand. If not, I like to say your right hand, make it into like a little claw. You put it right underneath your ribs. One here, the sound is right, like kind of like you're blowing out candles. But the biggest thing here when we're doing this is just watching the person go, then I'm pushing into my stomach, right? Pushing into it will be a little uncomfortable. All right. So when we're here, I'm doing, and then that is the black smoke coming out of your mouth into the ground. And we come up, hands on the knees, and we rock. We'll do two more of these like this. Remember, as we rock, looking to the left side of the stomach, looking to the right side. That little ball on top, even though I don't really know what you are, I know it's important. You're like, oh, my spleen. Yeah. Some hand on the stomach, left hand on top. Rock stops, up to the right, down to the left. Let go, forgive, and forget. Right hand in the low pointy claw position, right underneath those ribs. Left hand on top, take a nice deep inhale. Exhale, bend over, push in, and all the way up. We inhale. Hands on the knees. Keep the tongue around the roof of the mouth. Rocking, look to the left, look at the stomach, spleen, right. Rock comes to a stop now. Right hand on the stomach, but stop up to the right, down to the left. The look to the left side to the right side. This is just kind of the general daily prescription we're doing here. These 3 times. Takes about 5 minutes. Or if you find yourself to be, you call yourself a chronic warrior, doing a set of 50 to 100 rounds of this takes, about an hour and a half. Do this on early morning, between 3 to 5 a.m. on it. Some afterwards, yes, people want to sleep. Doing energetic work, still work. Right? That hand to a claw, feeling the feet, the prosperity. Nice deep inhale. Letting all that worry go. Looking over. Yeah, we come up. Hands on the knee, hands on the knees. Rock side to side. Gentle smile here. To the left, stomach to the right. Right now, still rock, but rub the hands together. Look to the left, look to the right. Give yourself a gentle smile. Now the hands with the eyes closed go in front of your face, right in front of your forehead. Going down to the left, up to the right. Think of like you're washing, you're cleansing your left and your right brain. Look at your right brain, look at your left brain. Delete, control, out, delete, compose, recycle, delete the recycling bin. Take the trash out, it's actually trash. Let it out, forgive and forget. Let go. Just feel this warmth, this cheap of the hand, burning away those spindles. What was it? I don't know. I already did it. Gentle smile here. Now bring the hands down, stomach up to the right, down to the left. Singing golden energy from your hands, coming from the sun into your stomach here. Give yourself this. Go ahead, get your hands. Inhale, reach up to the sky. Exhale, when you come down, the hands in front of you, so you're like looking into the earth. Feel that, sweep the hands around, inhale all around. Exhale. And like you're cleansing, washing your body, putting it into the earth. compost, bury, recycle. You're safe. Very easy thing. Inhale, we come up. Exhale down. Around and up. And more of these. Sweep around and up. Last one. Finish off here. We're going to work with the stomach a little bit. We're going to do some Kalanati. I'll explain what that is. A little breathing technique. And we'll go have a short meditation. Flow. Find the beginning of the stomach meridian. We did this earlier. Your eye sockets. Feel on your eye sockets. Close your eyes for this. You'll feel this little like line, like a little divot, right? That's stomach one. This is the beginning of where your stomach channel. I want you to kind of massage into the place up and down, not circles. If circles is what you start doing, circles is what you start doing. Really follow the intuition you have right now, keeping the breath going, spine. I want you to keep your eyes closed and extend your feet however you need to, if it's all the way forward, if it's slightly bent, whatever you need to do to be able to reach your toe. All right, I want you to use your imagination here, back to just wrap the palm of your toe right next to the big toe, so the index toe. That's where the stomach meridian ends. Begins at our eyes, leaves at our toe, right there. So I want you just to take a nice deep inhale here. This way, everyone, just follow a line in your body. Exhale, just sweeping down your body, making your way to that index toe. Right? Specifically, more the nail on the outside, like kind of the nail bed. If you're bending forward, keep the spine straight, keep the eyes closed. Just be connected with it. I want you to feel like you're finishing something, like there's like a splinter in your toe or something. Really feeling it. Whatever kind of residuals in there for right now, I really want you to kind of get in there, like wiggle it out. Kind of feeling it, like I'm pinching it, hurts a little bit. That's normal when you're at the beginning or the end of the channel. You can feel a little bit of pain. Because it's just like a lot of nerves are going through there. I want to take a nice deep inhale here, really pinch here. And then like pull it out with your hands and then exhale. All right. Same thing again. We're going to go right under our eye. Just kind of follow this channel naturally where you feel it go. As you exhale, coming down your feet, remember, down to that index toe. I'm going to pinch this index toe here. Kind of feeling like you're wiggling some out, wiggling some out, wiggling some out. Nice. Inhale, pull it, pull it, pull it. Pull it out, exhale on the ground. One more time, right underneath the eyes. Really feel this divot. Nice. Inhale, exhale. Go wherever the lines take you, exhaling down to your index toe. The index toe. Inhale. Pull it, pull it, pull it, pull it, feel it, feel it, feel it. Pull it out. And exhale last time. Wiggle the feet, keep the arms closed. Wiggle the feet, wiggle the hands. You can, whatever you need to do, just wiggle the legs, wiggle the arms, wiggle the arms. Really feel this wiggle, 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 wiggle. All right. Feeling this stop, so you can keep your feet here. You can go back into a cross-legged position. Whatever is most comfortable for you, not just what you think others are doing. Really what's most comfortable. Clasp your hands together. Kind of put them at your cross-legged on your ankles if you're like straight. And then you lap. Do 1 or 2 rounds of Kalavati here. So if you've ever been in a Robert Hussein's classes, you know what it is. What is that? Basically what we're going to be doing, a series of exhales. It sounds like this out the nose. The biggest thing is you're pressing from underneath your belly button. When you're doing this, you're like kind of flexing yourself and thinking you're pushing energy up from this bottom part up to the top of the head. All right? Then take a nice deep inhale here. And exhale. Similar. Nice deep inhale and hold. And then we begin. For 3, 2, 1. Exhale all the way. And then retain the breath. It's not a competition. You're retaining gentle in. Nice deep inhale. Last round and begin. For 3, 2, 1. Exhale all the way. Hold the breath as long as natural. Inhale when it's time. Raise. Inhale when you feel the coming of your spine, hips, behind your heart, behind your neck, base of the skull, top of your head, your third eye, down your mouth, exhaling, down the chin, down the chest, belly button, underneath the belly button, bottom. Inhaling, spine, the hips, behind the chest, behind the neck, base of the skull, top of the head, third eye, right fourth, the eye, exhaling down the mouth, chin, belly button. Infinite loop, the lesser orbit, we're also done. Foundation Qigong, foundation sexual Qigong, foundations for life. This is the yin, the yang, per se, the yang begin. This yang or this masculine energy coming in up the spine and around, feminine energy down the front, also known as the conception vessel. Mind wanders, but comes back to the body. Keeping the eyes closed. You would slightly, with your eyes closed, dip your neck down to bend your chin a little bit. And then when you open your eyes, just look at your hands, hold them in front of you. Just notice. Now, finger by finger, slowly open your hand. So that way the palms are then looking at you. Keep looking at your hand. Thank you, Dan, for doing all these. And driving me here. Texting, telling me to drink water. Go to life. These hands are tools that we use to build, that we use to create. When you're present, things start to look a little bit, have a nice little blend. Just like life, when we stop and we become present, there's a little glimmer that's there, there's this extra quality that not until we were still and peaceful that we then realize. Go ahead and close the eyes again. Bring the hands to heart center. I'll share a mantra from this Vipassana retreat I was on today. Happiness is here and now. I have let go all my worries. Nowhere to go, nothing to do. No longer in a hurry. Happiness is here and now. I have dropped all my worries. Somewhere to go, something to do, but no longer in a hurry. I'm grateful to be here today with everyone here in person and online and replay. Being here, having an open mind, open heart, and that time and space to commit himself to be here, to learn something new or to express something they might have once do at a time before they even recognize. May we return home safely in this journey and cultivate and share with our families and friends and loved ones. Again, thank you everyone so much for being here. Until next time, enjoy. Have a nice day. Again, always super grateful everyone that's here today. If anybody has any questions, feel free to talk. Other things I want to share, we have one more class in this series. It's going to be next week. We'll be removing envy, jealousy, and impatience from the heart. And then we'll start a new series. So there's like more of a private series. It's just for men. I call it Masculine Magic. We'll be starting it's September 3rd, and every Sunday and every Wednesday. Or we'll be covering there is the main themes of semen retention, letting go of lust, connecting with our sexual energy in a healthy way. And the last one is really like how to dive into like using these energies and how do we use them in our life to be more lecture style. So we'll still have like a formal Qigong series at this time, and then starting at 11:30, to break out a whiteboard and like really break this down. And so we only have 8 spots for that class. If anyone's interested, talk before your early registration stuff. But in the meantime, thank you everyone for being here so much. I love and appreciate all y'all to make it possible. And if anybody would like to share any experiences or anything. Oh, and there's watermelon. The seeded watermelon. If anyone wants that, any questions or anything you would like to share?
Yeah, so I went really deep with all the bone smashing. Yeah, skin below that. Wow. Yeah. Felt like I've been meditating for an hour.
Yeah. Yeah, the bone marrow Qigong, so I normally explain it, but the big thing with that is that's where our white blood cells, our stem cells are. And honestly, when you get deeper into like intermediate bone marrow Qigong, that's where a lot of the emotion comes. Right? We're going to be diving into that next week a little bit. Let's think about when people are emotionally happy. Where you feel it in your heart, right? That's the emotional thing. But what's physically around the heart and rib cage? Sternum, right? That's what absorbs the energy first. Like literally, it absorbs the energy first, and then guess what? It kind of chills it through. Right? But what we're doing, we're shaking it out, we're getting it all, and then we're letting it release. Right? But when you're doing that, it's a great way because what's it doing? It's like shaking it up, and it's helping us produce more blood. Because where is red blood cells, white blood cells, stem cells produced? In our bone marrow. Where is it always replaced? The sacrum. Why it's so sacred? Again, why it's such a big deal when older people break their hips? Because now they lost their ability to produce white blood cells, do red blood cells, other things like that. For all of us over the age of 30, most of the places where bone marrow is only, where it's called like flexi bone marrow, or where it's still producing it is near our joints, which is important for joints healthy, our hips, and our sacrum. too much.
Yeah.
Because it's like the energy's moving out of it, you know, that stimulation, not letting go. The object is almost like a mental sensation, like, oh, I gotta get stuff out. Like the energy's coming out, so you're feeling that signal, right? Well, anybody else?
I'm glad that I made it to, I mean, I was like, super late, but I was like, I feel like I need to at least try to come and then I'll get the messages or do what I need to. So I'm glad that, because I feel like it's so much better in my body. And I'm glad that jealousy and envy one is like next time. I feel like I definitely need to work on that. So thank you. And I always appreciate your classes. But thank you.
Yeah, so next week, I guess I'll talk about next week. So when we're working with the heart, you know, feel free to do it from a little bit. When we're working with the heart, when we're working with jealousy and envy and impatience, the heart, why it's last, is the most fiery, the emperor. The heart is kind of the leader of everything else. We worked through what we did lungs, and then we did kidney, then we did liver, then we did stomach. We're finishing out with the heart, right? Because if you're feeling envious, jealous, and patient, then what that creates an environment for sadness. It creates an environment for guilt, for stress, other things. But if you're in this place of loving, compassion, and joy, it's harder for those other things to then take root. They kind of come in, like, I'm so happy, chill. This kind of goes out. But if we're like rushing or patient, this stuff what happens, right? Then these other energies start to like more stir, manifest, or like I say, you're producing a climate in which they can grow, right? One thing from like literally working with an enlightened master is he deals with a bunch of crazy stuff all the time. You know, people send him worry energy, jealous, impatient. But the thing is, he stays in such a state of compassion that it's like if you're trying to like grow food at 0 degrees, no matter what it is, it just can't get through. We've seen the thing pass through. It's not like, oh, we get through these things. Oh, I have no worry. I'm kind of making fun of myself, right? But it's like, oh, these things still come. You just have the capacity where it doesn't stick. It's like you're wearing waterproof clothes. It rains, but it doesn't stop it from raining. You don't get rain. It's like, oh, I might be wet. Walking. So when we're working from the heart again, it's a very emotional organ. Be a little gentle with it, but very normal for certain things to come up, for other things. So people are coming here just to know. Plan to be a little on time, so you're not impatient, rushing. I'm also talking to myself, right? Looking a little farther than I was before. Just take our time to get here. We'll start at 10:15. I like to say 10, but I know how much people be. Like, become a little, you know, time, like my wife likes to do. Like everybody's on time. But so next week we'll be doing the heart, and then at least for the series that we'll do that kind of complements the Master Magic, it is for everyone. Just more of a general practice, we might guide a little more into it. Or like when we were doing this one, right? That's one of the 12 of Qigong. I'll teach that once it's fall time, because that's a type of Qigong for enlightenment. It's the basis to like actually, you notice you were like, yo, my hand looks like not part of it. You get into a certain state of consciousness, but it's a way of building extra amount of chi in the body to then have access to it. But I'll be teaching you Qigong. It also helps all 12 meridians of the body, has great physical benefits, but not starting that when it's cooler outside. Because if you do that type of stuff when it's hot, you get a yang imbalance or both running fire. For those who are at the liver class, one of the things running fire is when your body's too young, and then what happens is you get like blisters and boils happening in a patient. You're kind of short with people. So yeah, kind of short with people, and then it just doesn't create the ideal environment for you really progressing forward in life, right? And again, with heart energy, again, it's about being balanced and cool. Like you're like, oh, man, you're so cool. It's balanced. If the heart is too much, people are laughing a lot, kind of like not really present in the moment, or very passionate. Like, oh yeah, I have so much passion. I'm just in it, just in it. Right? So what the kind of the story of you even look at, like, you know, the right, the heart chakra is black, clean, blue, and red. Right? Right? Yeah, this is cool. So we're working on cooling down the heart, not getting it cold. We don't want to get it hot and fiery, but have it right there. Go
You gonna,
Question, you guys look at our hands at one point and they were different colors. Is it just because of the position it was, or was it they were?
No, because it's, so the hands, if you notice, they were different colors, just like there's yin yang, right? There's cold and hot, right? So typically left hand is receiving hand. You're receiving energy through your left hand and, you know, whatever, you know, like it. Left hand and right foot is opposite, right? Left hand and right foot is receiving energy. But what's going out, you're broadcasting energy, right hand, left foot. So when you're seeing them different colors, it's sometimes like, oh, well, I'm actually like receiving in one and another one's going out. It's like a magnet that has both poles. We have both poles.
The other thing, this is one thing I noticed, but like I was slightly like, you know, open eyes, but I saw you and you had like those streaks of light around. I was like, oh, that's cool. It was brief, but it was kind of cool.
Yeah, nice. Yeah, you just have that, you know, you come from a magical family, right? It's happening. Yeah, we can all see it. It's just that sometimes the worries and all this stuff are in the way, so we can't see the things that are right in front of us. Right, right. We get ourselves in. Let it go. Or Bundy. Vietnamese. But yeah.
you wanna do any classes outside this fall?
What?
Any classes outside?
Classes outside? Yeah.
Cool.
Like outside? Outside, like in nature?
And then when it cools out a little bit.
When it cools down a little bit, we'll find a place. Yeah, like
Right.
you know, right now it's 100 degrees. But like this fall, we'll definitely do classes
So the men's
outside.
thing you have, is that gonna be, where's that, is that gonna be all online?
It's good. So the men's class, so Sundays are gonna be here
Okay.
at 11, and then Wednesdays are online from 8:15 to 9 p.m.
Okay.
So it's more that Wednesday one serves as like a Q&A and like kind of teaching you what to do with your energy. Because kind of one of the parts of it, you know, is here is to prevent wet dreams, right? A lot of that is a leakage of your life force unconsciously, and there's certain practices you use about it that does not happen, right? Because that is, you know, for women, the life force is in dimensional, but for men, it is physical, right? So it's different practices that we do to be able to hold on to that energy, so that way we're not like having that loss.
We want to share too, like, I guess, Yana last.
Yeah, yawning is releasing it. Yeah, it's releasing it. Doing yawning, burping, belching, just anything of releasing the stagnant in the body. Very good. Like, oh yeah, you probably feel a lot refreshed. Releasing. Yeah, yeah. So when we're doing the like clenching fist, gazing passionately for it, like that one is the up the movement that like builds up energy. You can either send it out, or you can just use it to like really build up in your body. And when it's hotter like this, that's why like you use summer nights lunch pumps, so that you're like a little too young, you go outside, it's hot. That way you're a little cooler, you're a little
It's super cute how your baby was like putting your hands up when you were separating heaven and earth. He was like, I'm looking at it.
Yeah, like unconsciously just in here.
Yeah.
With everything. And thanks, Lawrence. I don't know if you're still in here. I have the thing for being here. I'm gonna go ahead and. Do you have any questions? You can unmute if you have any questions.
Yeah, I couldn't quite hear all the details of the class. So I think I heard Sundays and Wednesdays.
Oh yeah, so for that class, it's Sundays. So the Masculine Magic class, there's 8 spots. It's gonna be Sundays from 11:30 to 12:30. Like right after this class, and I'm like switching along this. And then it's gonna be Wednesdays from 8:15 to 9 p.m. All these are in Central Time, and it's based for 4 weeks. It's through all of September, every Sunday and Wednesday in September. I'll have more information that I'll like send out to people for those who are interested. So I'm like have him put together like an outline. Like I let y'all know the outline and put together more. I'm like, it looks like this and this. But the cost for that is $444. If anyone wants to sign up within the next like 2 days, I'll give you a 25% discount. So it'll be like around 333-ish. Or just say 333 because it's fun. Yeah, but for anyone who wants to sign up within the next 2 days, then I'll give another 25% discount. Otherwise, it's $444 for the full price. But do you have any other questions, Lawrence, before I stop the recording?
No, I think that's it. Thanks.
All right, welcome.